On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pearl.
A hard, roundish object found within the shells of certain mollusks and used as a gem.
Examples:
A cultured pearl. Pearl beyond price. She wore a pearl necklace passed down to her from her grandmother.
Deck.
A flat surface that is usually made of wood or other material and is attached to a building, vehicle, or other structure.
Examples:
Deck chairs. Hands on deck. She sat on the ship's deck, watching the sunset over the ocean.
Cargo.
The goods carried by ship, aircraft, or other vehicles.
Examples:
Plenty of cargo space. Unload the cargo. During the war, many cargo ships were converted into battleships.
Ford.
A shallow place in a river or stream where it is possible to walk or drive across.
Examples:
Ford a river. Across a ford. The river was too deep to cross, so we had to find a ford downstream where the water was shallower.
Pickup.
A type of vehicle with an open-air cargo bed at the back used for transporting goods or equipment, the act of collecting or gathering someone or something from a particular location, a warrant to take someone into custody.
Examples:
Pickup truck. Pickup and delivery service. I'll be waiting for you in front of the cafe at 6 p.m., so be on time for our pickup.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
Weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line, verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Atlantic.
Relating to or located near the Atlantic Ocean, which is the second largest ocean on Earth, located between the continents of North and South America to the west and Europe and Africa to the east.
Examples:
Atlantic breeze. Atlantic salmon. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June to November each year.
Motor.
A device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
A motor mechanic. DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Administrator.
A person or organization responsible for managing and directing the affairs of a business, institution, government agency, or other organization, someone who administers, regulates, or supervises.
Examples:
School administrator. Network administrator. The university's administrator announced new policies regarding campus safety.
Hometown.
The town or city where one was born or grew up.
Examples:
Hometown celebrity. Hometown memory. I always look forward to going back to my hometown during the holidays.
Expedition.
A journey or voyage for a specific purpose.
Examples:
Expedition team. A polar expedition. The expedition to the Amazon jungle was both exciting and challenging.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples:
Sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface. A long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Accomplished.
Having completed a task or achieved a goal successfully, skilled or proficient at something.
Examples:
Accomplished at a very early age. Accomplished goal. She felt accomplished after finishing her book.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
Industrial sector, private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Disabled.
Having a physical or mental condition that limits someone's specific actions that most other people can do.
Examples:
A disabled veteran. A learning disabled child. She was disabled in a car accident.
Long range.
Relating to or extending over a long distance, period of time, or range of possibilities.
Examples:
Long-range radar. Long-range weather forecast. The military uses long-range missiles to hit targets from far away.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Frustrate.
To hinder or prevent efforts, plans, or desires from doing, succeeding, or being fulfilled. To make someone feel upset or annoyed because they are unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustrate the advancement. Frustrate other team members. The coach explained a strategy to frustrate the opponent's schemes to the players.
Dolphin.
A marine mammal that typically has a beak-like snout, a streamlined body, and flippers, and that feeds on fish and squid.
Examples:
Dolphin show. Dolphin watching tour. The large group of dolphins swam gracefully in the ocean, jumping out of the water now and then.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Shark.
A long-bodied, mostly predatory marine fish that has sharp teeth and a pointed fin on its back. A person who is ruthless, greedy, and dishonest.
Examples:
A man-eating shark. Card shark. He borrowed money from a loan shark.
Heading.
A title, caption, or heading that introduces or summarizes the content of a written or printed document, the direction or course in which something is moving or heading.
Examples.
Chapter heading. Heading font. She carefully reviewed the heading of each section before diving into the research paper.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples.
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Hurricane.
A violent, tropical, cyclonic storm of the western North Atlantic, having wind speeds of or over 64 knots, 74 miles per hour.
Examples.
A hurricane of applause. The ravages of a hurricane. The devastating hurricane caused widespread damage and left many people homeless.
Sprain.
To injure a joint in your body by a sudden wrenching of it.
Examples.
Sprain a joint. Sprain my knee in a game. She sprained her ankles when she fell.
Ankle.
The part or joint connecting the foot to the leg.
Examples.
Ankle injury. Pair of ankle boots. He accidentally sprained his ankle playing squash.
Capsize.
To overturn or tip over a boat or other watercraft, to turn upside down or on its side, often as a result of a sudden force or imbalance.
Examples.
Capsize a boat. Capsize in the middle of the storm. The strong wind caused the kayak to capsize, throwing the paddler into the water.
Pitch.
The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something.
Examples.
Make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples.
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples.
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Rib.
Each of a series of curved bones that are connected to the spine and surround the chest. Adjective, subject to laughter or ridicule.
Examples:
Break a rib. Rib cage. The accident caused a cracked rib.
Ceiling.
A room's top interior surface.
Examples:
Ceiling board. Ceiling light. There was a crack in the ceiling that I found.
Beacon.
A light or other visible object serving as a signal, guide, or warning.
Examples:
An aerial beacon. Beacon of hope. The lighthouse served as a beacon to guide ships safely into port.
Distress.
A feeling of great worry, sadness, pain, or discomfort.
Examples:
A signal of distress. Emotional distress. She's been in great distress since she was heartbroken.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Underwater.
Below or under the surface of the water.
Examples:
Hold my breath underwater. Seals sleep underwater. He is good at swimming underwater.
Cabin.
A small, simple dwelling or shelter, typically made of wood and located in a remote or rural area, an enclosed compartment or area within a larger structure, such as an aircraft or ship, where passengers or crew members can sit or sleep.
Examples:
Cabin crew. Log cabin. The quaint cabin in the woods was the perfect retreat for a weekend getaway.
Shred.
To tear or cut something into a small pieces. Noun, a tiny or scarcely detectable amount.
Examples:
Shred paper into little pieces. Shred lettuce for a salad. There is not a shred of evidence that he is guilty.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Rescue.
To save someone or something from a dangerous or difficult situation.
Examples:
Rescue a dying dog. Rescue a company from bankruptcy. The fire department arrived just in time to rescue the family from the burning building. To To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Adrift.
Without purpose or direction, floating with no clear destination or goal, lacking a stable or secure position or status.
Examples:
A drift boat. Adrift at sea. After their boat engine failed, they were left adrift in the middle of the ocean.
Songwriter.
A person who writes songs, particularly lyrics, and music for popular music or other genres.
Examples:
Songwriter's album. Folk songwriter. The aspiring songwriter spent hours every day composing and practicing his music.
Bravery.
Courage in the face of danger.
Examples:
Bravery against the enemy. Bravery under fire. His bravery in the face of danger saved the lives of his comrades.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something. Noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Dishearten.
To cause someone to lose hope, confidence, or enthusiasm, to discourage or demoralize.
Examples:
Dishearten employees. Dishearten the hopeful job applicant. The team's loss in the semifinals did not dishearten their determination to return stronger next season.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Moonlight.
The light of the moon, which is reflected sunlight and is much weaker than direct sunlight. Verb, to work at a second job, often in addition to one's regular employment, usually without the knowledge or approval of one's employer.
Examples:
Moonlight as a bartender. Moonlight serenade. The garden looked magical in the moonlight, with the flowers and trees casting eerie shadows.
Console.
To provide emotional support or encouragement to someone. Noun, a type of table that is meant to be displayed against a wall. A control panel or unit that houses the controls for a particular piece of equipment.
Examples:
Console her for the loss of her son. Console the spirits of the victims. She consoled her crying friend with words of encouragement.
Driftwood.
Wood that has been carried along by the current of a river or ocean and washed up on shore, often used for decorative purposes or as fuel.
Examples:
Driftwood art. Beach driftwood. A large driftwood branch provided a perfect perch for the seagull to rest on.
Wayward.
Behaving or acting in an unpredictable, erratic, or disobedient manner, straying from what is considered normal, expected, or acceptable.
Examples:
Wayward path. Wayward child. His wayward behavior led him down a destructive path.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples:
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Rebuild.
To build again or anew.
Examples:
Rebuild a company. Rebuild communities. They are planning to rebuild the house after the fire.